And then I started to read psychology broadly, and I found people like Mircea Eliade and Carl Jung who were very interested in fundamental stories. The psychoanalysts early on started to understand that our cognitive structures are actually organized as personalities. We're subcollections. We're collections of subpersonalities. And those personalities manifest themselves when they're represented in stories. And so we think in stories, and even more importantly, even when we don't think in stories, so let's say when we're thinking scientifically, all that articulated objective knowledge is still embedded in an underlying narrative structure. And that was a psychoanalytic claim, but when I started to study neuropsychology and brain function, the stories converged, because it also appeared to be the case that if you look at a function biologically, that the claim that we see the world as a story seems to be both objectively and metaphorically true. And that made me very interested in the structure of stories. And I started to realize, I think, that the deeper you went into a story, the closer you got to the fundamental story, and the closer you got to the fundamental story, the more you started to touch on the domain that's been eternally religious.